I have absolutely loved taking this deep dive with you into Feuer und Flamme, this D'Artagnan album that I only recently stumbled upon about 2 months ago with this group, with My Loves in Germany. That's off of the new album, The Felsenfest. It's not The Felsenfest, it's called Felsenfest. I have to order it soon, I'm going to. But ever since I first got an impression for that track and I listened to it, I have just fallen in mad love with this band. They're so talented, and folk rock really isn't like anything I've heard before. It's such a new genre to me. But the presence of D'Artagnan, the characterization of their music, the musketeer style is so original to my playlist. But just on the baseline of it being European rock and metal, or it's kind of involved within that scene. Again, I'm a big metalhead, so that genre is preferred for me. But I love seeing what's available in the European market. I've covered so many groups at this point of the channel, or I've perhaps just given a name drop maybe once or twice to groups maybe I haven't gotten a chance to cover. Many of which I do have on a general list of art I want to be able to share in the music space. I will probably get to those groups eventually. But I have been so impressed with D'Artagnan. Their music for me is, again, just unlike anything I've ever heard in style. But it's trademark European highlight at its finest. The German accents alone are just engrossing immediately, but the pacing of their work, the energy to it, and the instrument use. I mean, how many rock groups I listen to, especially from the American circuit, that use bagpipes and flutes? Like, it's really original, at least in my opinion. And other instruments perhaps are unknown to me. But I've been very impressed with the good helping of tracks I've given recognition to thus far on this channel and offered my first impression publicly. It's been something I've loved doing, even though these videos in particular take me a while to edit with, well, music generally, not just with D'Artagnan. These videos are very much a passion project for me. You know, music, as I've spoken before, I have so many favorite art forms, and I've covered quite a various range on this channel, notably stuff in the visual space. But music for me has always been such a treat, and it's an art form I've wanted to put in a grander focus because of all the artists I found in this scene, especially worldwide talents. And to some capacity as well, I love sharing groups that are unknown, because that's oftentimes where I find the great or creative expressions. I mean, there's a couple mainstream groups and big name artists I like, but the ones I tend to go for are maybe more alternative, perhaps some would say niche. I think generally, this is in no way to throw shade at all to D'Artagnan, because I think they absolutely deserve a grander focus, but groups that are more unknown according to mass audiences, especially ones that are maybe more American-based. Like, for example, I spoke about this before, I judge the knowledge of music groups based on my social circle. 90 to 95% of the groups I mentioned by name no one has any clue on. 100% of them do not know D'Artagnan. Guaranteed. And to some extent, I hope these videos, again, are not only able to share and offer a glimpse at really positive art, but they're to entice you into coming into favor as well. So if you're somebody that is looking, again, to maybe build your playlist and maybe get a grander experience for European music, which I would definitely say there's a place for. There's so much talent in this area of the world. If you're somebody that wants a more extensive introduction and you're looking for very artistic listens and groups that to you will be top listens, as they are for me, I hope that you will fall in love with D'Artagnan as much as I have. Again, I've offered at this point about 9 videos in summary total. It's going to build. I have not spotlighted a group yet to that range. That's how much I love them. Again, it's just, it's such a massive pull every time I hear their work. And with this, what track is this off of Feuer und Flamme that I've covered? I think it's track number, well, it's track number 6 on the album. It's 5 in total. GLÜCKSRITTER. I don't know, again, this album in particular, I mean, Felsenfest was fun. And that one still is. I mean, I still have to get it or acquire it in full, but I just fell in love with it so much. I mean, again, since I first heard My Loves in Germany, and Feuer und Flamme has really impressed me. I mean, again, this might be aged a bit, but I don't care. I just want to cover this group as much as I can. I love talking about them, and I love sharing a group, again, that deserves a much grander spotlight, especially among my peers. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and queue up Gluck. I tried to make sure I got the pronunciation correct on this as I went into the video, because I studied Spanish, not German. So Spanish accents are more familiar to me in terms of pronunciations on words. I spent more time being drilled with that language than I have been with German. I'm relying on Google Translate for the pronunciation, but Gluck, GLÜCKSRITTER, I think it's how you pronounce it, or it's translated adventurer. I'm going to go ahead and cue up the music video for this, and we can watch that as well as hear a track for the first time on this channel. And if you're somebody that I try to offer every convenience that I can to suit audience tastes. If you're someone that prefers to read the lyrics as we go along with the piece, and my lyrics will track, not my lyrics, but the song's lyrics, they will track along as the song plays. I will have those queued up at the bottom of the screen in the music video for you, or my coverage. They're just going to be superimposed in, and I will provide both the lyrics in their original German language writing, as well as in a rough, to the best that online translators can do, English translation. Maybe this is a step that's maybe some would say is unnecessary. Again, I like to accommodate every taste out there as much as I can. It takes me a little longer, but I do try and give that broad assumption that I'm making a video that everybody finds their enjoyment in what they want to see in music coverage. So I try to make those offerings as, again, available as I can. All right, GLÜCKSRITTER. I'm going to cue it up. I'm just so happy to hear anything new from D'Artagnan. This is my experiences, again, track number 10. I just love this group so much.
Wir haben das Beste draus gemacht, dem Teufel ins Gesicht gelacht. Wir haben schon manche Maid verführt und unser Herz dabei verglüht. Wir haben schon tief ins Glas geschaut.
This is a strong live number. I mean, the fact they're featuring it as a live performance. Wow. It's, again, beautiful pacing. And smooth transitions too. I mean, they jump from the more emphasized beat style to the violin. I like the homely feel of this track too. This album really is loaded with some good features. GLÜCKSRITTER really is no exception. I love it. That violin pacing too, wow. Man, so much talent here. It's gorgeous. Even have like, different VFX, or not VFX, but like special effects for their shows. Anyone want to get me tickets to Europe? I will make an exception to I don't usually travel to go watch them. Unless you come to America, bring them here. Someone. That section is just perfect. I'll take the violin ballad too. I mean, this is great. Gorgeous. This is a really good bass for the track, especially when they speed it up. Look at there. At this point, as I've said, I'm only covering so many tracks. I am going back past Thor and Flom. I am buying everything I've ever released. Just on faith. I know it's going to be good. Again, like, this is the 11th track, no, 10th thus far. Another beautiful addition. I knew it would be. Great ending. I love how in that number, the Musketeer pirate vibe, again, what makes it feel a bit aged intentionally, and I think it's so creative, I love it, mixed with a much more modern feel. And that really had like, you know, I love this band so much. I can't tell you this feeling I experienced. And I've covered many groups, you know, especially on this channel. I just really love their music. But you know when you hit on talents that, and again, I don't mean in any way to throw shade to other groups, at all by saying like, oh, you're lesser than. But there are just those groups you come across that are so unique in style and vision that they're unlike anything you've ever heard. And maybe there are other groups that you would say maybe are D'Artagnan adjacent. Maybe there's been groups that have been around for longer that perhaps were an inspiration to D'Artagnan when they started. I am just so happy. Again, D'Artagnan is my first entrance into folk rock. I love them so much. GLÜCKSRITTER, beautiful addition. The pacing on that is just so perfect. I mean, again, it's one of their higher energy tracks. It really, I love how, again, it's like a mix of old and modern. It's such a beautiful blend. And the way they materialize it with the stage performance in terms of providing the accompaniment and the visual aid, this number's beautiful. As a stage performance, it works so well. I watch this and I want to be at a D'Artagnan show. And I know it's probably going to be a while until I ever get the chance to, but God willing, one day I will be at a show. I will watch D'Artagnan. Maybe I'll be at more than one of their shows. Maybe I'll take some of my friends to go watch and be like, hey, you've never heard of this group. I keep mentioning them, especially on this channel. This is the 10th time. Nobody I know listens to this group, and it drives me freaking crazy, because I'm like, just, again, I'm the one who knows where to go find the talent, and a lot of it is in Europe. A lot of it. Maybe, again, smaller attention in America, but deserves a grander focus. D'Artagnan, 100%. This is... I love this number. Fun energy, very lively, fun, enjoyable pacing. That violin section, I mean, even just the performance vibe. I mean, the violinist, I don't know his name, sorry. Just his expressions are like, it's just so much fun. I want to go watch them live when I see this. It's such an enthralling look. Again, you know when you have that feeling within you, like I've stumbled upon something great in the artistic world. Every time I listen to D'Artagnan, I get that feeling. Every track, every album at this point that I've given attention, I'm so happy with this band. I love their music. I've been missing something like this in style all my life, apparently. But every time I cover them, I know I'm in for a fun treat. Like I've said, I'm going to go buy their entire music library on faith, because I've covered about 10 tracks at this point, and I've been impressed with every single one. What are your guys' thoughts with D'Artagnan's GLÜCKSRITTER? Again, I love the homely party vibe of that. It's just so much fun. But again, the way it blends in terms of time between the old world and the modern world in styling. Like, again, it's got that musketeer energy if you want to find, or if that resonates more with you, but it's also kind of got that modern, almost like symphonic rock vibe. Well, it's definitely got more of a symphonic rock side. I was going to say go to the extent of symphonic metal, because it is a bit lighter in tone. But it's just perfect music. I love this band so much. If you're somebody that's been looking for, again, a fresh listen for you in a group that you perhaps didn't know about, but you want to experiment what's out there, I hope that track for you, and hearing my thoughts on it, I hope that instilled the reverence that I experience. It compels you to want to go look at more of their work. They deserve your attention at this point with their album library. Just go listen to their stuff, whatever you can get your hands on. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you happen to be in that position, this is a fresh listen. What did you think of GLÜCKSRITTER? And for those of you who are longtime fans of D'Artagnan as well, I would love to hear your thoughts too. I know I'm covering this again, way overdue, when it first debuted, but I'm like, again, I have so much fun making these videos with D'Artagnan. I love showcasing them. I've been so happy. GLÜCKSRITTER really is no exception. I love it. It's a beautiful song. Trademark D'Artagnan, everything I love about them. So much fun. And I hope you had fun with that one too. It's a top listen, in my opinion. Great song. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.